Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed, a new video game. Showing the Ghostbusters in the next generation, what they're trying to do. They're trying to start a franchise, I think. You know, this game's long overdue, but I think it's still viable. Smash the like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. Not unlike the Ghostbusters, it's the Pineys. Books 1 through 8 available now. So you got Winston as the proprietor of the Ghostbusters Corporation, I guess now. For some reason, Ray didn't keep it, even though it was Ray's dream. That's a little weird, but you get to drive Ecto 1, you get to have a particle accelerator, you get to have diverse friends, I guess, and you go around and you do stuff that was in the movies, that was like stuff in the movies, not the movie, but... So, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, it looks cool. It looks, I went through, I reviewed the movie that's in the other video game, and it was pretty decent, I mean, it was a movie video game, so it was a little tough. And you got the paranormal mysteries here, and of course Ray's going to take you through that. And you got Dan Ackroyd and Ernie Hudson doing the voices. I think it sounds just like them. If there are other voice actors, then kudos to them. And you can be the ghost in this, which is kind of fun. So it's a little bit like Left 4 Dead, in that, in Left 4 Dead you could be the zombies or you can be the zombie hunters. So in this you could be the ghost or the ghost hunters. So that'll be fun. And it's a group game, so you're gonna have mazes and stuff, and you're gonna play different types of ghost. I'm sure it'll be modeled very similar to the Left 4 Dead model, which was you had a couple of different classes, like 4 classes of fighters to fight the zombies, and then you had 4 classes of zombies you could actually be. It looks very similar here. It looks like you got 4 different ghosts you can be, and then maybe you got 4 different styles of Ghostbusters you can be. You could be the fighter or the scientist or the talker or whatever. And, this is all kinds of... I mean, I like it. This is my kind of entertainment. It's a little mixture of horror, but not too much horror. It's not so dark that it's depressing. It's got comedy in it, but not so much comedy that there's no seriousness to it. And I think the supernatural elements lends itself to, a good flexibility, because you can shimmy back between the comedy and the horror pretty easily, and so you can keep it fun and light and surprising. You can scare people once in a while, but mostly you can make sarcastic comments and have fun. That it's not as character driven may not make it as fun as the 90s game, which was totally character driven and totally had the original cast. But you got part of the original cast here, so I think it'll be a very playable game. Looks fairly playable. It'll be a lot of just walking around mazes, shooting at stuff, like all video games are, and then once in a while you get a cutscene with Winston or Ray, and maybe Harold Ramis's ghost shows up. I don't think Bill Murray's in this, or else they probably would have put him in the trailer. But sure, why not? I mean, I like Ghostbusters, He got old-timey news clips in the background. He's got looks like a Starbucks coffee, and, so it's a mix of the old and the new. Got cool new ghost designs, but you also have Slimer. You got the gadgets. It's a shame they didn't do, and you got Ray's Occult books. It's a shame they didn't do more of this when Ghostbusters was out, because they could have. I mean, we had video games in the 80s. I think we had a Ghostbusters video game early on, didn't we? I mean, it was such a huge hit. I was surprised there wasn't more. I'm still, to this day, I'm shocked there weren't more sequels, even though the second one didn't do so well. It wasn't a great movie. The first one's great, The second one's, I would argue that the video game one Is the video game one better than the second movie? Yeah. If it's not, maybe not better because it's not a movie. It's video game cutscenes cut together. It's pretty close though, because the video game one stays on the story, whereas the second one relies too much on kind of like group cheering kind of stuff. You know, when you come out and go, "Hey everybody, I'm from Philadelphia. Who's from Philadelphia? Yay!" Like that kind of stuff. That's what the second movie felt at the end. It was like, "Oh, all right, you're New Yorkers, great." It didn't feel as organic. But this looks like it could be fun. I mean, you can run around, shoot stuff with the particle accelerator, and it explodes, and you see ancient books and stuff. And being a ghost, that sounds like fun. Jumping through the portals and whatever and seeing stuff only the ghosts see. I mean, that's certainly more exploratory. And this could be a fun competitive game online where you play with your friends and, I'm going to be the ghost now, you be the Ghostbusters, you can try to get me, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, Ghostbusters, Spirits Unleashed. This is all part of the push to turn it into, like, Ghost Cores, Ghost Corp, So they'll have this everywhere. I'm a little wary about the franchisement of this now because it feels very late in the game to be doing this. But I understand why they're doing it. It's a trademark they own. They want to do it. But, beating a dead horse is beating a dead horse. Even when that horse still has a little life left in him. All right, that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes, including a news blast. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for my fourth video. Check out the live stream today, and we'll see you